Today, dear students, we have to see a wonderful topic. It's called the TIR. TIR means the total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. See, if we talk about the reflection phenomena, then in reflection, plane reflection, 90 or 85% to 90% reflection will be there, but 10 to 15% refraction also there. If you talk about the refraction, so in case of the refraction, 85 to 90% refraction will be there, but again there may be chances 10 to 15% of the reflection. So now we have to heard this different topic. It's a total internal reflection, means when your reflection become 100%. So it's very interesting topic that we have to consider. First of all, for total internal reflections, there is a two basic criteria. First, always light rays pass from denser medium to rarer medium. First, what is the criteria? Always light rays pass from the denser medium to the rarer medium. Second, always incident angle is greater than critical angle. Incident angle is greater than critical angle. So if this two condition is going to be followed, then only total internal reflection occur. So here let's start the total internal reflection. See, this is the interface between two phases. Here we can say that I have air, and here we can say that I have water. So this is something rarer medium and this is something denser medium. So if we talk about the rarer and the denser, so definitely if this is the denser medium like this, here we have light rays, here we have light rays, means we have a light. Okay, now here we have a light, and when light pass from the denser medium to rarer medium, then let's consider the first angle. Suppose this. So small light will be reflect if we talk about the normal, then here angle R and here angle R. Small amount of light is reflect while small amount of light is refract. So this is the R dash. So here if we are going to be considered, this is the incident angle I. So I is what? Your incident angle. While R is what? It is the reflected angle. While R dash is your refracted angle. Refracted angle. Again, I is the incident angle, R is reflected angle, and R dash is the refracted angle. Again, I change little bit like this. Then again light is reflect. So this is incident light, and this one is the reflected light. So this is for me it's I, and this is for me it's R. And here again light will refract, so this is the refracted angle R dash. Now see, slowly R dash is going to be increase. Slowly R dash is going to be increase. If we talk about the next one, again I change incident angle, then now incident angle like this, it will be reflect here. If we talk again for normal, then this rays, this 90 degree is your R dash. So when your refracted angle is 90 degree, at that time incident angle is known as the critical angle. Incident angle is known as the critical angle. Again, keep in your mind, when the condition, when refracted angle means R dash is 90 degree, then only incident angle is called as critical angle. Very interesting. So here IC is critical angle is the incident angle. Why it's called the critical angle? Because on this incident angle your refracted angle become 90. After that, what happened means, after the IC, after the critical angle, now light rays 100% reflect. That's why this phenomena is called as the TIR, total internal reflection. Got it? So in this case, it is going to be considered as the TIR, total internal reflection. When total internal reflection occur after the critical angle, total internal reflection occurs. Got it? Again, we just going to revise. Initially, this is the incident angle, reflected angle. If we increase incident angle, then refracted angle increase, then reflected angle. On certain incident angle, refracted angle become 90. So when refracted angle become 90, at that time incident angle is known as the critical angle. And after the critical angle, TIR phenomena occur. And in TIR phenomena, total internal reflection occur. So anybody is going to be asked that when TIR is going to be possible, then TIR is going to be possible when your incident angle is greater than critical angle only, and when light rays pass from the denser medium to the rarer medium only. So there is a two condition for the TIR. Got it? So let's derive the equation for it. Already we know that as per the Snell's law, already we discussed in earlier video, that sine I upon sine R dash is equal to eta 2 upon eta 1. Here guys, R dash we are going to be consider refracted angle. So I is equal to IC, means if your I is equal to critical angle, then R dash is equal to 90 degree. So we can say sine I means sine IC upon sine R dash. So R dash is what? 90 is equal to eta 2 upon eta 1. So here we can say that sine IC upon sine 90. So sine 90 guys is what? Then sine 90 is equal to 1. So is equal to 1. So eta 2 eta 1. So here we can say that sine IC is equal to eta 2 1. This is the condition for TIR. Most important formula for the TIR. Got it? Next one, some of the application of the TIR. The best example of the TIR is the mirage. Guys, already you heard the word is mirage. Mirage is nothing. In summer days, if we talk about the deserts, then in summer days, in deserts, we obtain the mirage, like this situation. Okay, so why in summer days only? So let's see it. In summer days, if we talk about that, this is the line. So in summer days, due to the hotness, thus due to the hot sand, this air, if you talk about this tree, so it's going to be look like this. Here suppose we have a person, so the rays is coming from this, it's moving like this person. So he observe at here. So see what happened in summer days. This is the hot air. Upper side is cold air. So cold air act as a denser medium. And hot air act as a rarer medium. So when light rays pass from the cold air, means denser medium, to hot air, means rarer medium, then it will reflect and gives mirage effect. And this mirage effect is due to the TIR. Got it? The next one, optical fiber. See, optical fiber we are going to be used in a different way. Optical fibers, it's widely utilized for a cable, and in case of medical device, we use the optical fiber in endoscopy. Endoscopy is nothing, it is the stomach examination. So anybody is going to be asked that which phenomena is used in the endoscopy, then directly you have to say that TIR. TIR is going to be used in the optical fiber, and optical fiber is used in the endoscopy, and endoscopy is used, means endoscopy is nothing, it is the stomach examination. What happened actually in the endoscopy? For the formation of the cable, here we have a cladding material. It's going to be coated inside the optical fiber, cladding material. Now this material have different refractive index than this air. Now your light rays pass like this. So when the rays is move inside it, it's going to be move like this. So here total internal reflection occur. Got it? Due to the cladding material, it have different refractive index and it have different refractive index. So both have the different refractive index, and due to that reason we obtain the total internal reflection. So this is another best example. The next one, diamond. Already we know that diamond have a diamond have a good or the best brightness. This brightness is only due to the TIR. So anybody is going to be asked you that what is the reason behind the brightness inside the diamond, then TIR means total internal reflection. Once light is penetrate inside the diamond, it will be total means internal reflect, and due to the total internal reflex inside the diamond, it gives the brightness. So this all are the application of the TIR we are going to be used in our normal life. Got it? Okay. Thank you.